Hi, Shelby here from Scrap with Shelby. Today we're going to talk about how to use transparencies and overlays. I love these because it's just such a quick and easy page and it looks great. This is a sample I use in my store, and I just want to start with this one. You can see that the overlay is this clear plastic part here, and then I've used a blank paper underneath. Now the way I use my little trick to adhere this overlay to this paper is I put glue dots underneath these little spots here, and then I covered it with rhinestones. I also could have hidden glue dots underneath the letters there. So in this case I put the letters on top because it was easier for me to line them up. But I just as easily could have put them underneath. Okay, so let's actually create one from scratch. I've got this overlay from Pop Fashion, and I've pre-cut these pictures. Now, in this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue dots, and I'm going to put them underneath, and I'm going to put the pictures on top, because this is the easiest way in this instance to hide it. I don't need a lot, so I'm just going to put a couple down. I just need enough for it to stick to the paper in the background, and then I can sorry, I'm looking for my tape runner. Then I can use the page protector in my book to put the rest of it down. So for now, I'm just going to put the pictures on top, like this. Oh, I'm missing one there. I don't think that other one went down. Let's try this again, yeah. And normally I'd put more tape runner in here, but for the interest of time, we're just going to get this stuck down so you can see what it'll look like. Okay, and then to finish that off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some letters. These are the berry blue, I think, letters from Pink Paisley, and I'll just add a little title to that. So, in this case, mine is going to say, can you guess it, this cutie patootie? Handsome. I like these letters because they have all these different sizes, so you can kind of play with things and make a cute little title. Here we go, almost done. And one more. Let's see. I'll have to move that over a little bit. Okay, so I'll actually finish this layout and I'll post it on my gallery in the forum, so go visit it later in the week and I'll have that finished for you. Okay, so let's talk about next what kind of paper to use underneath your transparency. So here is the blank. You can see that it's just absolutely clear and there's some print on there. One of the things to avoid is using something that's really busy. So this is a really pretty paper. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the Flutter Butter, I think, is a line from Bo Bunny, but it's a little busy. There's just too much going on there. It just doesn't seem to work for me. I don't think it makes the transparency really pop. So we're not going to try that one. What I suggest is something either plain or subtle. With the one that we did before, the Pop Fashion, I just used white paper. This is just a plain double dot. One side is, there's no print to it, it's just yellow. And the other side, this is nice. It does work. And then all I have to do is pop my picture underneath there. But it's still not quite the striking color I'm looking for. So I'm going to try something else. And I want to show you the difference between, you can use the same color. This is more, I think, the color I'm looking for. It'll really make the transparency stand out. And then all I have to do is put a nice mat on that picture to make it stand out. I think in this case what I would do is maybe add some paint around the picture, some white paint to make the picture pop, and maybe a little blue in there as well. And that would really make it look nice and stand out. But I do want to show you the difference. I'm going to take the same color paper and just make it a little bit more solid. And that also changes the look. So try it several different papers to see which one works best. You want, like I said, you want to make the transparency stand out, and of course the pictures. Scrapbooking is always all about the photo, right? We don't want to just go for the decorations. We want to remember the photo. So one more thing I wanted to show you, maybe two more things, is this is a layout that I have. You don't necessarily need to do everything over or above. In this case, now this is just a page protector, but for this layout it also serves as the overlay, because I have the layout back in here. Right, so there's a layout, but then we put the decoration also on top. So you can mix and match and put your embellishments on the top of the overlay and some things underneath. Okay, now finally I want to show you a smaller version of an overlay. This is a layout. Let's see if I can kind of zoom out a little bit here. Alright, this layout I was never really quite happy with. I mean, we all have pages like that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try adding, there we go, let's angle it up a little bit so you can see better, a small overlay. This is from, let me think, My Little Yellow Bicycle. It's their Halloween line, and they have a whole package of these cuts here. One thing to remember is I've noticed in the last year they've started adding these little covers here, which can be a little bit of a bear to get off, but it keeps the overlay nice and clean and scratch proof. Now, of course, before the video I started this so I'd be ready, and it clung back. So let's see if we can get this off in a timely basis. There we go. Alright, so you need to pull that off, because otherwise you can see it kind of looks foggy. Can you see how that looks foggy? When you clear it off, it'll be nice and clear. And I'm going to put that over my picture, and I think that will spruce up the layout a little bit. And again, you don't need a lot of adhesive. You just need a little bit. I'm just going to maybe put one in each corner. So I'm going to put a glue dot here. Wherever there's some kind of printing on the overlay, you can just hide a little tiny glue dot. If there's very, very little, you can even take these mini glue dots and cut them in half. That's why I like the things on the sheets here, because I can just take it while it's still in the plastic and just cut it even smaller. And then I'm going to put that over my picture. Right, and you can see that that looks a little bit better. It just adds a little bit of something extra to my page. So hopefully I can add that, maybe another one to the other page, and I'll like this layout a little bit better. So that's just an introduction on how to use overlays. I hope that you've learned something, and once you give it a try. They're very, very easy, and they're very inexpensive. Most overlays are anywhere from $1.50 to, I think, $2.50 or $2.99 is the most I've ever seen it. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.